here to give you another update of what's going on with me. So, I came to do this Motivation Monday. It's probably gonna be, I'm gonna try to make it short because I noticed the last one was like 10 minutes long. But I got to thinking, and I said, I need to do a Motivation Monday, another one. And this one is on toxic people, okay? I know that there are a lot of people out there who have friends and family members and boyfriends, girlfriends, all sorts of relationships, and we pride ourselves on them. We hold on to them for the greater good because we feel obligated. Let me tell y'all something. Let it go. And I'm so serious. I'm speaking from my own experience. I can't speak on behalf of nobody else. I can only tell y'all what I've gone through and put y'all up on game as much as I can. So I've had several people in my life where I've had relationships with them that I really value. For me, I'm very family oriented and was raised in family that taught me to be first. Family of everything, blood is thicker than water. When I was at church in our little, I go to church on Saturdays. So in our Sabbath school, our teacher made a comment that stuck out to me this past Saturday, and he said, so many people holler out, blood is thicker than water, blood is thicker than water. But how many times have you been in a situation where blood didn't show up and water did? That's very important because the idea of family and what it entails, the responsibility and the unity of family is not the same as it was back in the day. A lot of families are broken, a lot of people are hurt behind family and blood. You have to find a way to be able to separate yourself from these toxic people, whether it's family, whether it's friends, whether it's anyone. For a long, long time, I carried around guilt and shame and a roller coaster of emotions, including anger and frustration and sometimes happiness and sometimes confusion because of the toxicity. How do you say that? Toxicity. The toxicness that was going on in these relationships that I was holding on to so desperately. You know, it comes a point in time where you have to separate yourself. What you need, what you want in life, there's nothing stopping you at all. But if you allow certain relationships to continue to grow like a cancer cell, you're going to die. It's that simple, and I'm not even being funny. It really is that simple. There are a couple people that were in my life that I felt like, oh my goodness, every time I turn around, I'm questioning myself. I'm second guessing my choices. I'm feeling guilt and shame because my heart is telling me, no, don't do it. You ain't even into that. Do you know what I mean? Your heart not there. And my mind is like, well, you know what you were raised to do. You know what you were brought up as, and you should follow through with that. I am not my past. Let me tell you this. You are not your past. You are not this little figure that your family or your associates or your friends, whoever these toxic people are trying to make you to be. When I woke up, I had to put distance between me and a lot of people. And when I tell you God woke me up, He woke me up. He opened my eyes, and on a daily basis, my godmom told me to pray for the spirit of discernment. And I've been doing that for the last 2 years now. And no, I don't feel like it's where I would like it to be, but it's nowhere close to what it was. I'm able to see, because with the spirit of discernment, God gives you the gift to be able to decipher between who you should have around you and who means good and who doesn't. And you'd be surprised how many people you have in your life that mean you absolutely no good. But with that, you have to remember, don't let your heart harden. Right now, I ain't even gonna front with y'all. That's something I'm struggling with because I have so many people that I feel like should have done this, could have done that, have done this for somebody else, but don't have that same love for me. It's toxic. When you go to sleep and you wake up and your mind is on a bunch of schwa, it's toxic. You don't need that in your life. all it's going to do is hinder you and keep you from the goals that you have set, keep you from the valleys and the hills that you're trying to climb. It's going to keep you from that. You can't fight fire with fire and think you're going to win. Everybody going to get burnt up. You got to learn how to step away, pick and choose your battles. But those people, don't feel guilty, don't feel shame, don't feel obligated because, oh, that's my mama, that's my daddy, that's my kids, that's my husband, that's my boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, that's my best friend, oh, they've been down for me. We not doing stuff to swap out favors. Oh, I paid your bills, so now you got to pay me some money. That ain't what this about. You need support. Just like they say it takes a village to raise a child. You need that village to help support you as well, to push you and encourage you to climb mountains and to push past your fears and make it to these heights that God can only take you to. But you ain't never going to make it there if you're too busy listening to what everybody else think, what everybody else wants you to be, what everybody else telling you to. You know, I had a person tell me, I expressed how I felt with this person, and I said, you know, I feel like you could do more. I feel like I need more from you. And I feel like what you're doing, there's nothing wrong with it, but the way you're doing it is not the way that fills my emotional cup. And the response was, and I'm dead serious, y'all. You don't ask me, what do I need? You don't put money in my pockets. You don't ask me, do I need help? Mind you, at this point in time, I was a wife, a mom of 3 kids, and I had an 8-month-old dog. Where in there would I be able to take care of a grown adult? And then not only to make me feel bad about what I feel, now you're making me feel bad about the decision to place my family and my children before you, and you're grown. You know what I mean? You don't need that type of stuff. Don't let that type of toxic behavior hinder your growth as a person. Life is about growing and maturing, learning new things, taking new risks. You ain't going to take no risks if you too busy walking in the shadows of somebody else's fears, walking in the shadows of somebody else's mold and shape that they have for you to fit into. You don't need that. Let them people go. And I don't mean you can't talk to them, but what I learned in my journey and what I'm still learning, because I'm relearning this lesson all over again. There's nothing wrong with distance. There's nothing wrong with saying no. There is nothing wrong with saying, you know what, in my heart, I feel like this is what I need and this is what I expect from you. You cannot be upset if that person cannot give it to you. You have to learn to put distance and let it go. Dead serious. If you talk 2 times a day, maybe downsize that talking time to 1 time a day. Or if you talk once a week, maybe talk every other week. You know what I mean? But test it. Put that distance there. Find your peace, like I said in my last Motivation Monday, and hold on to it with a vengeance, because your inner peace is invaluable. Nobody can buy that. Nobody can replace it. Only person who can give it to you is you and God. That's it. So I'm not going to drag this out. I'm already rolling up on 8 minutes, and I said I wasn't going to make this long. But that's my Motivation Monday. Cut them toxic people off, and I mean that. Because if you don't, you ain't going to end up nowhere but the same place they in. Let them go. Let all of it go. Life is too short, and there's too much to offer in life to be caught up in what people want you to be, and them being upset because you're not being and doing and saying everything that they expect you to. This is Simply Becca here, signing off. If you are new to my channel, thank you for stopping by and watching my video. And if you've been here before, what's up? I see you. Royalty Squad all day. Don't forget to shop RoyaltyHairDynasty.com for all of your royal needs. We believe that everyone deserves to feel like royalty, but you have to ask yourself, are you royalty? Also, stay tuned, because I am going to be uploading more Motivation Monday videos covering all different topics. Again, if you have a topic that you want me to talk about, or you have a question that I may be able to answer, or you want my opinion, my experience, if I've gone through it, send me an email. I take all emails. I will DM me if you have to. If you find me on Instagram, hit me up in my inbox on Facebook. My handle is @SimplyBecca, just like here on YouTube. So I'm open. I'm willing to talk to you guys. Let me know what's up. Seriously, I want to connect and I want to vibe with you guys, because we all need support. We all need to be a support system, and I'm not here to knock the next person. I want to lift everybody up in the same way that I felt I wasn't lifted up, and I mean that. So, as always, stay beautiful, stay humble, stay grateful, but don't forget, stay real. Catch you on the next one.